All right, a 21 step progression for absolute beginners to get their first tuck front lever. So this might seem a bit excessive, but whatever. 21, I like to be thorough. So I'm starting out in this bottom of a row position. So I like to set the rings up so that my knees and shoulders are at the same height, and then I just focus on getting a straight body line and pulling my knee in towards my arms. This is going to be very useful for just learning how to drive your hips straight and getting the core strength required for a tuck front lever. Now I'm going into ice cream makers from the row position. So these are great because they're going to learn just help you learn how to shift your weight in and out of that layback position, which is going to be very useful in the beginning. An ice cream maker is much easier to enter a lever with than like pulling your way up or lowering down. Ice cream maker, in my opinion, is by far the easiest. So now I'm just adding in those same pulling my knee in from the one leg row position. So now I'm just going to be doing the same thing. So I pull up and now I just keep my legs straight, get a little bit more of a core component going on in this. Also, if you can also use these just to start building your pulling strength and this is very useful. It's not only for tuck front levers. It's very useful all around. Now I'm just laying back from that same position and stepping my leg up and sticking my foot inside the ring. You don't really require very much flexibility for this as long as your rings are hung pretty low. Again, like when I'm putting my leg up there, it's really easy because I'm bending my knees, so the flexibility isn't that rough. So then I hook my feet in and I'm just driving my hips up. That's going to start building that hip drive strength to go up into the candlestick from that support position. Now I'm doing the same thing, but I'm just jumping up. So rather than placing my foot in the ring, I'm jumping up and placing my feet on the straps and then extending up into that candlestick. So as I lower down here, it's very important to note I'm driving my legs into my arms to support. So that's not a tuck lever. So you're going to want to do that. So I'm going up. I do the little hop here and get my feet onto the rings. Now I'm going to drive my feet up into the candlestick. If you're not comfortable there, you could also just slide your feet up the straps. And now when I pull my knees to the chest, I'm trying to keep a vertical butt, vertical spine so that it's a lot easier. Now I'm pressing my knees into my arms. It's going to help you a lot. I really suggest you use that knee press in the beginning. Now this is a little more difficult. I'm coming up into the straddle, so I go wide knees and I jump my legs around and hook my heels onto my forearms. Again, this doesn't require very much flexibility, but it's also a good way to build your flexibility for later on. Now I'm basically doing an ice cream maker from the floor. So as you see here, okay, so what I do is I come up, I come to the top of the ice cream maker, and then I load my hips and jump up and hook my heels onto the straps. I lower down, keeping my feet onto the straps, and try to get my body into that parallel to the ground position. Now these are Spider-Mans. I guess this is just what I call it. So it's a little easier with your hands together on one line like this. So for that one, I'm just sliding down into the hold. Once you're more confident, now I do the double leg jump up. I put my feet on the rings. I slide down to my hands, hold that bottom position of the tuck front lever, then come back up and drive my hips to the sky. So this is just a great progression, and I think it's really important to train your front levers in a multitude of hand positions and just find what works best for you, and also just to give yourself a break. I think variety really is the spice of life and will help progress you much sooner. I don't know what to call these. I guess I'll just call them can jumps. So I'm just switching like one leg supported bottom of a row position and then switching into various lever positions. The idea is to contract your lats and shoulders and really try to remain flat to the ground when you're doing these. This is a little more difficult. If you're struggling with this at first, just lift your butt up higher and it'll be much easier. And pull your knees all the way into your chest. The closer you bring your knees to your chest, the easier. And also, again, as usual, if it's difficult, you could always press your legs into your forearms for support. Now I'm jumping up without the catch and driving up into the candlestick. So it's really important to start working towards being able to drive your way up into the candlestick. I think that's going to be a huge step forward in your lever progression. Now I'm just coming down, trying to just hold a little quick tuck front lever. Again, just shoot for a second or two in the beginning. It really doesn't matter. This time I'm coming down, and again, I'm pressing my legs into my forearms. I can't recommend this enough. When you're struggling to learn the lever in the beginning, just press your legs into your forearms, and then over time, gradually press less and less. It's such an easy method of progression. Now from hanging, driving those knees up and falling falling back into the bottom of the ice cream maker. Again, ice cream makers are going to be your best friend for entering levers in the beginning, and also just for your muscle up progression. So if you are an absolute beginner, please spend time learning how to do ice cream makers. They are easier than pull-ups, and also will pay you dividends in learning how to like efficiently move your body through space, which is a very very big requirement when working on the rings. So now I'm just adding that the foot support on the strap. I come down, and that's it. So again, here I'm hanging. It's much easier at the top of the pull-up, obviously. I drive up into that candlestick, bring my legs down, lower into that tuck front lever position, and again, I hook my legs onto my arms just to have a little extra support and spend more time in the position. As you get stronger, use your legs less and less. So I really swing my legs. That's what I'm doing. I'm loading my hips back and then swinging my legs and rocketing up into that candlestick. The sooner you're able to pull from like you pull your body and flip up vertical into the candlestick, just the stronger you'll get, and the easier all these progressions will be. And just pull-ups, muscle-ups, everything like this progression will help you a lot with your pull-ups, muscle-ups, and everything. So this isn't really just for front levers, this is for everything. And now finally we're just going to end off with some combo ideas. So I think combinations are really the most important thing that you could add to your training as soon as possible. The combinations do not have to be difficult. Like you see here, I just started out with a tuck front lever. Now I'm just going into those, single leg ice cream makers. Next, I'm going to go into just hooking my feet in the ring. So that's a good idea with a combination. Start with something difficult and then keep getting progressively easier and easier. The sooner you start combining all your skills together, the more fluid you'll get with those skills, because the real magic happens when you understand the transitions. Like I just knowing where to go and how to get there is one of the most important tools in calisthenics. I hope you enjoyed this. Love you guys. Thanks.